Boyzone, thank you for the memories
podcast
with Claire and Chris.
Are we back?
Yes, we are back. If you are listening to this, then you must have enjoyed our first podcast. Well, at least a little bit anyway. This is the second episode of Boyzone Thank You for the Memories podcast. We are going even more mad than ever tonight because we have invented a time machine. You might laugh, but no, really, we've invented a time machine. I have been working hard on building the time circuits whilst Claire has sourced a vehicle. What is it, Claire?
It's a black Ford Transit van. All black. Everything.
Claire, are you telling me you built a time machine out of a Ford Transit van?
Exactly.
Great Scott!
Boyzone back in time.
What are we going to do with this time machine, Claire?
We are going back in time to visit memorable Boyzone years and occasions.
Okay, I like it. Where are we going to go first?
We're going right back to 1993.
Where?
Dublin, of course.
Well, that's good. It's very, very convenient that this time machine is not just a time machine, but it can actually teleport you to anywhere in the world at any time in history. It's time to switch on the time circuits, punch in the place and date. We're heading to Dublin, baby, in 1993. Boyzone back in time.
This is heavy.
Well, it's got nothing to do with it.
My calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
That is the sound of the Ford Transit van, which we have named BZ5.
The BZ5.
I have fitted it with a flux capacitor so it can travel through time.
Oh, that's clever.
So we've arrived in 1993.
We have.
I think we're in Dublin. I can smell it. I smell the Beamish. Beamish, yes. Bear with me. I can smell the Beamish. I can smell the Guinness. I can smell the Caffreys. I know we're in Dublin. I can smell it. Whereabouts in Dublin are we?
We are at the Ormond Centre.
What the hell's the Ormond Centre? What? What's happened at the Ormond Centre?
1993.
Right.
Dublin.
Right, okay.
There's only one place we could be.
Right, okay. What is it then?
We're at the Boyzone auditions.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I can see it now. They're everywhere. There's over 300 Irish lads here, including the future Hollywood actor Colin Farrell.
Really?
Yeah, he's there. I can see him in his leather trousers. Look at him at camp.
Really?
Yeah, he's there. He's auditioning with, obviously, the rest of the boys, the rest of them. But Shane is not one of them.
No.
Why isn't Shane one of them?
Because Shane played a very important role.
Tell me more.
In Boyzone.
Tell me more.
Everyone thinks that Roe is the main one.
Well,
actually,
of course.
Shane has always been the leader.
Okay, well, this is interesting. Interesting stuff. So we realise now that Shane basically put the boys together, the band together.
He did an audition.
He did an audition, did he?
No.
No.
He was there.
Sitting with his clipboard.
With Pen
auditioning.
attached to string.
A string.
Yeah.
Got to be a string.
Brown clipboard.
Brown clipboard. He's sitting there with a string, pretends to be professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Round the table.
Like some kind of businessman.
Oh, yeah.
Even though he's only about, 17 years old.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Same age as me.
No.
A very young man.
Okay.
Very young man, yeah. So he's sitting there with his clipboard next to everyone's favourite twat, Louis Walsh. Well, I say favourite twat. Let's just say twat, Louis Walsh. Yeah. They are auditioning these 300 lads to see who is going to be part of Boyzone.
Yes.
Imagine you said there, oh, clap it like a seal, clap it like a seal, Jedward, Simon.
That's it, that's the one.
That's Louis Walsh, by the way.
Yeah, Louis Walsh. Louis Walsh, of course. It's a well-known fact that Louis and Mikey never ever saw eye to eye. Which
Apparently
doesn't
true.
surprise me because
No.
Mikey's a very intelligent man. And
Strong-minded, strong-willed.
yeah, he wouldn't tolerate Louis.
No.
I mean,
he's an intelligent man.
Obviously, Boyzone have a lot to thank Louis for.
Yes. Well, Ronan said that,
Yeah,
even though he thinks he's a twat too.
Yeah.
Apparently.
but you can't escape the fact that Louis is a bit of a twat.
Yeah. So, the audition amongst these 300 Irish lads was to sing Careless Whisper, rather.
That was what they
by,
did.
By George Michael.
Yeah, first audition,
Yeah.
there they are.
Yeah. So they all sang it. First audition. Then they narrowed it down, didn't they?
Yes.
They've narrowed it down.
Cut.
Cut.
Who made the cut?
Who made the cut? Colin Farrell didn't make the cut.
He didn't.
He was ditched.
He must have been
like
awful.
a piece of shit.
Oh, he must have been awful.
Oh, yeah. Does he regret it, though?
I doubt it.
Because he's had a very impressive Hollywood career.
Yeah.
I've not seen many Colin Farrell. I remember in Minority Report with Tom Cruise. He's been in loads of other things. But, yeah, he's done well for himself. He probably
I don't
is
think
quite
he'd
thankful.
swap.
No.
No.
I don't think so. See, the sang Careless Whisper, second audition, Mikey, he sung 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad by Meatloaf.
Oh.
And I've never heard of it.
Neither have I.
Never heard of it. Ronan, old Ro, our Ro, he sang Father and Son, which is very, very interesting.
He must have been able to see the future.
He's got some kind of psychic power.
Yeah.
Foreseeing the future.
Even
Incredible.
back then, he was
Yeah.
channeling.
Incredible. Obviously, the original was recorded by Cat Stevens, who later Ronan would do a duet with.
Yes,
Or
again.
Yeah, he had some kind of Muslim name when he recorded with
Yusuf.
Yusuf something or other.
Yeah.
Changed his name, he converted to Muslim.
That's the one.
Okay. Now, our Steo, he sang Hello by Lionel Richie.
That's perfect for Steo, that.
I do love a bit of Lionel Richie.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't. He's really sad.
We don't agree
So
on
hello.
Lionel Richie at all.
Yeah, I know, but he's really cheesy, Lionel Richie. But hello,
No, it's not. It's what I would describe as slash your wrists music.
No. Lionel Richie was. This is before your time. You see, you're younger than me. In the 80s, Lionel Richie was some kind of god. Now the Hello video was incredible.
God?
Yeah. The Hello video was magnificent.
No,
With
it's awful.
No. With the blind woman, the whole video in the gymnasium with the clay head. Lionel Richie
Well,
rings
they
up.
look nothing like him.
They look nothing like him. I don't know. It just looked weird. It was strange. It was clay head. Lionel Richie. It didn't look anything like it. But it's when Lionel Richie rings this blind woman up in the middle of the night. I know. We'll say about 1 or 2 in the morning. She's just 3. Okay. She's fast asleep. Rings her up.
Snoring.
Snoring. Violently, so grinding
If it's
it.
me, she's snoring.
Grinding her teeth. You know, got a bit of sleep apnea as well. Okay. And then, Lionel Richie rings her up at 3 in the morning and she answers the phone. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Just weird. It's disturbing. You're in the police, wouldn't you, if that happened? You're in the police. It's absolutely insane. But he gets away with it because he's Lionel Richie. And he's got a clay head made after him.
It looks something like
And he's got a big furry moustache. And Yeah, there we go. It's Lionel Richie. Anyway, I'm getting off track now. So we've had Steo singing Hello. Now our duster, Keith. This is brilliant. He auditioned for the second audition after the cut with I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred. That is typical duster.
Absolute 90s classic, though.
It is. It's a dreadful song, but we all love it.
Yeah.
We all love it. It's bloody awful.
So cheesy.
It's so cheesy, but that is so Keith.
Yeah.
It's so Keith. Now, Keith, sorry, we're having a go at you again. It seems like we're picking on you all the time.
We're
Stop.
really not.
Don't complain about it.
No,
Keith.
no,
Don't complain
don't.
about it because we love you.
Oh, we do.
In a straight way, for me, in a very straight way. He's a good man, but we seem to be picking on Keith.
But if you're gonna sing that at your audition,
yeah, you've got to expect stick.
yeah, you've got to yeah, you have, yeah.
You've got to expect stick. So he sang I'm Too Sexy. So this resulted in narrowing it down after that cut.
Yeah.
Narrowed it down to Roe, Steo, Duster, obviously Shano, obviously,
didn't
because
have to
he
audition.
knows
It
his
was a
clipboard.
special one.
But we also had two other people, Richard Rock and Mark Walton, and they were selected ahead of Mikey, which is
Yes.
interesting. Yeah,
I'm
Mikey
not
wasn't
happy about
no, he
this.
wasn't initially selected rather for this
No.
cut. Okay, so we will go on to them. We will move on. And where we go next is very, very, very interesting.
Burn, baby, all my energy. Burn, baby, all my energy. Come light my fire.
So it's still 1993. We find ourselves at a TV studio. RTE, whatever that stands for. The RTE TV studios in Ireland, in Dublin. We are at the Late Late Show.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. It's with the Late Late Show with Gay Byrne. Uncle Gabo.
Yeah, I think it was Keith.
Yeah, yeah.
Described him as that, wasn't
We
it?
have to say, for our Uncle Gabo, he passed away a few months ago.
Absolute legend.
He was a legend, bloody funny guy.
Yeah.
And it's pretty obvious that the boys, after their initial meeting with him, were very, very fond of him.
Yes.
Keith especially.
Yeah.
Keith especially because he had some kind of tribute on Twitter when he passed away a couple of months ago, calling him Uncle Gabo, which made me bloody laugh.
Yeah.
I love it. Uncle Gabo. It's fantastic.
It's great.
So they were there. They were introduced onto the stage by Uncle Gabo.
Yeah.
We had Keith Duster with his red braces, beautiful red braces.
Yes.
Bare-chested, nipples hanging out.
White trousers.
White trousers. And of course, this was pre-veneer days.
Yes, it was.
His teeth were still very good.
Oh, he was a good teeth.
But not quite as white.
No.
Not quite as white as they are.
Or big.
Now, or big, no. They were average size rather than massive.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was pre-veneer days. And he was well groomed.
Oh, yes.
He was very well groomed.
Chippendale
A Chippendale.
comes to
A
mind.
very smooth Chippendale.
Yeah.
Not hairy Chippendale, smooth.
Well, not oily either, but he was the sculpted hair.
Yeah. But that was because we know his mother, Ma Duffy. Mother Duffy was a hairdresser, wasn't she? Yeah.
That's
she's
where
bound to be
that
well
came
groomed.
from.
Yeah, of course. And also we had Shano there
Oh, yes.
with his denim dungarees, also bare-chested with nipples hanging out.
Probably ahead of the time with the denim. Because the denim was a very big look
Right.
as we went on in the 90s.
Okay.
So I think he was probably
Dungarees.
ahead of his time with the denim dungarees.
Okay. All right. Okay.
He beat his sisters to it on that one, I think.
Well, yep.
Yeah.
And we had Steo with his white shirt.
Oh, yes.
Another open, no buttons done up at all. Open, bare-chested again. This is becoming a common theme, bare-chested. But he had some kind of suede suede waistcoat.
Brown.
Brown. So I'm colourblind, everyone. I don't know what bloody colour it is.
It was brown.
It's brown. Brown suede. I don't know if it's natural, proper suede, original suede, proper
Oh,
suede,
it looked okay.
kosher suede.
Yeah, it didn't look cheap rubbish off the market.
No, you know, a cow's interior, you know.
Yeah.
And he had got like gold chains sort of dangling down. A couple of gold chains swaying about. And then, of course, we had Roe, who was dressed, shall we say, like a Frenchman. Stripy shirt, T-shirt, skin tight, stripy.
Yeah, all very tight.
All very, very tight. Surprised he could breathe in that.
Yeah.
And, and he, with that stripy shirt, it looked like, I don't know, it looked like it was out of Hello, Hello.
Well, yeah, but when you pair it with the back to front beret.
Yeah. The back to front beret.
Which he absolutely loved. He's always had to think about hats.
He has. We will revisit this.
Back in the day,
he loves his hats.
It was the beret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you looked a bit, I don't know, like a crap Frank Spencer. I'm
And
going to show me age now.
Don't forget that waistcoat thing he's wearing as well.
Yeah, it was all a bit weird, wasn't it?
You could imagine like garlic and onions round the neck.
Yeah, but he's dancing. When it went to the dancing, he looked very robotic.
He was a bit stiff.
A bit stiff.
Yeah.
He was. But we had Shane and Steo were magnificent, weren't they? The dancing.
Oh yeah, especially Steo.
Yeah, but both of them.
He was always the ultimate performer.
Well, he's a musical theatre, very good performer.
He shone.
Yeah, so but I thought
shone.
Shane was loving himself. I don't know what he was on.
No, he looked like he'd had a few.
He looked like he was having too much fun, but he was really enjoying it with a big smile on his face. And poor old Duster at the back, he was struggling a bit.
He looked like
he didn't look comfortable. He looked like some kind of competition winner. Well, I'd say competition. Somebody trying at the orders, maybe a competition loser, maybe. Judged by it.
Sorry, Keith.
Sorry once again, Keith. We are ripping you to shreds. The poor sod. But it's all in jest, okay? It's all in jest.
Yeah.
But we had the other two, didn't we? Pre-Mikey.
Yeah.
We had Mark Walton and Richard Rock, and they were let's put it bluntly, they were dreadful.
Yeah.
Dreadful at dancing.
Dreadful at everything.
Well, I don't know.
Well, they were just there, weren't they?
They didn't speak. Were they mute?
They didn't do anything. Oh, no.
It's no wonder that Mikey replaced them, wasn't it, in the end?
Of course.
Because Mikey, obviously, we'll revisit that. He originally auditioned, and then as it transpired, they got rid of these pair of...
Yeah. Not good enough.
Who knows what they're doing now? Poor sods. You know, they could have made millions, but they didn't.
No.
But Mikey replaced them, and the rest...
Too bloody right he did.
The rest is history. But before we leave you, I want to take a look at what else is happening in the news in 1993. The news headlines from 1993. British newspapers report that Princess Diana wants a divorce from Prince Charles after their public separation. And also Diana also withdraws from public life. The Queen announces that Buckingham Palace will open to the public for the first time.
Oh, I love the Queen.
But when it opened to the public, I had a wee there. A high-speed train makes its first journey from France to England via the Channel Tunnel, which opens to public in 1994. They might as well seal it up now. The Department of Health reveals hospital waiting list has reached 1 million for the first time ever. If only that was the case now.
Yeah.
Into sport, Manchester United win the first ever Premier League title. A false start forces the horse racing Grand National to be cancelled. The England football team failed to qualify for the World Cup in USA to be staged in 1994. This results in former Aston Villa boss Graham Taylor
Boo!
to lose his job as manager of the team. The Prime Minister in 1993 is John Major, the leader of the Conservative Party, One of the most boring men on the planet. Oh, please, Norma. Births in 1993. We've got Spurs and England captain Harry Kane.
Oh, that makes me feel old.
He was born in 1993. He looks about bloody 40.
He looks older than Roe.
He does. Also, we've got 3 members of One Direction who were born in 1993. We've got Liam Payne, we've got Zayn Malik, we've got Niall Horan. Deaths. Now we've moved on to the obituaries. We've got the legendary Bobby Moore, who captained England to World Cup glory in 1966. He died in 1993. And also the rotund comedian Les Dawson, funny face Gurney man. He died in 1993 as well. On to music. The biggest selling single of the year was Meatloaf's I'd Do Anything for Love.
Funny you should say that.
Right.
We're going to go and revisit Meatloaf.
We're going to visit Meatloaf.
We're going to go when we go back.
Oh, I thought we were going to go to his house.
No, he's important. We're going to see him.
Okay. Meatloaf, I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that. That was number 1 for 7 weeks. And finally, films. The highest grossing film of 1993 was the wonderful Jurassic Park, which took nearly $1 billion, which is about 700 million quid to us over here, at the box office worldwide. And Jurassic Park, as we know, revisiting the podcast from last week, Jurassic Park is like Ronan's Garden.
I did mention about stegosauruses.
Oh, yeah.
1.21 gigawatts!
We are back in the BZ5, the black Ford Transit van.
All black. Everything.
Oh, yes. If you think we've gone mad, then you're probably right. I love Back to the Future. Claire loves Boyzone.
Hell yeah.
This is the ultimate crossover between the two. Seat belts on. Time circuits on. Claire, choose where we go to next.
Yep.
Hello? Anybody home? Hey, think McFly, think.
We've landed in 1998, the 1st of June, 1998. But whereabouts are we?
Well, Italy.
Whereabouts in Italy?
Medina.
Okay, we seem to be at some kind of huge gig. What's this all about?
It's massive.
What is it then?
Pavarotti.
Pavarotti? Why a Pavarotti gig?
Pavarotti and friends.
Right, okay, explain.
Boyzone were asked to perform with Pavarotti.
Okay. Well, here they are coming on the stage.
Yeah.
With the big man, Pavarotti himself.
There he
big,
is.
rotund big man. God, they must be shitting themselves backstage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big gig. The thing is, they're coming into the stage. This is Pavarotti's gig. This is not Boyzone's gig. So the people have come here to see Pavarotti. So you're going to be shitting yourself backstage. You're going to have to be top notch, on note, perfectly in tune.
Crowd goes back a bit. Look at all them people.
God, there's about 1 billion people, isn't there? So Steo and Ronan, they sound fantastic, don't they?
Of course.
Yeah. We've got Shane. Shane, what's he wearing?
He's got one of his capes on.
What is he, like a big black
All
cloak?
black. Everything. Know what I mean?
Yeah. He's got his big black cloaks. Looks like he's walked out the Matrix.
The beginning of his cloak phase.
Yeah, he was the star. Where did he get these cloaks made? Where does he get them? Are they custom made? Where's he buy them?
He's a tall guy.
He's tall. Where'd you get them made? Where'd you buy? You can't go to eBay and say, cloak. If I ordered a cloak, I just look like and walked on stage. I look like I was wearing a bloody dressing
They
gown.
look like Batman.
Batman are wearing a dressing gown with no hood, obviously.
Yeah, but Shane can pull these garments
He
off.
can. Shane can wear all sorts of ridiculous pieces of clothing.
Look at the last tour with his capes, team with a sports socks.
And with some kind of, he was wearing that thing with, he had a cloak with geishas on it.
Yeah.
Chinese geisha. What's that all about?
With sports socks and checkered trainers.
Yeah, if I wore that,
you'd look like an idiot.
no, I wouldn't. But I'll be institutionalised. I'll be sectioned to the mental health act, I reckon.
Probably. But Shane can pull it off.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Shannon's just cool.
And then we've got Keith
In
his white suit, full white.
Very, very white.
He looks like the man from Del Monte. But the man from Del Monte didn't say yes to get. He said no. Just about it. He couldn't have done wearing the hat though, could he?
No.
Rose hat. But it's so white though, isn't it?
Very, very pearly white.
Pearsall white. The washing powder. Can you imagine Danny Baker coming on
Oh, the commercial.
with a box of Daz coming on. The word on the street is more. You can imagine it, can't you? Walking on. Box of Daz. Oh, but does these hard to be on Mark? He's trying to hide, isn't he?
Yeah, which
back.
doesn't really work because Mikey's
Mark's about 6
shorter
inches
than
shorter.
him.
Now, if Duster was about 6 inches shorter, no, people just see this white suit floating about like the Invisible Man.
Teeth, were they there?
I'm not sure if that was.
No, I
teeth, I'm
can't
not
see
sure.
teeth at the moment.
I think it was pre-veneer,
Yeah, probably.
but he had the microphone, Duster, didn't he?
Well, he had it.
Yeah, he had the
only
I'm
for
not sure
half of it.
I think it was for show.
For the first bit, you don't see the mic.
No,
Because why don't you see the mic?
he's not using it, is he? But he's not using the microphone, is he? He only seems to use the microphone, put it to his mouth on instrumental bits, which is kind of deceiving the whole object of it.
Yeah.
So whether it's switched on or not, I don't know.
Does he know the words?
Does he know the words? Maybe not. Don't know. He don't know the fucking words.
Sorry, Keith, again. Sorry.
Then we've got Roe. We've got Roe.
Oh, right.
But this is when we first saw this leg thing.
Rose leg.
The leg. Now, I don't know if you've noticed it, but Roe has some kind of like nervous tic, like a bit of leg Tourette's going on.
Yeah. This is where it first starts.
Which leg is it? Is it the left or the right? I'm not sure.
I think
Does
it's
it alternate?
the right, but it
Okay.
could alternate. I'm not sure.
Okay, but he gets this nervous trick. He kind of like stamps his leg.
Yeah, the
flips
leg,
it back a bit.
the leg starts going.
Yeah. But as the Boyzone progressed through the years, this leg twitch, I think he tried to cover it up with a bounce, jumping up and down the
First of all, it
spot.
became like a hop.
A hop. It went from a twitch to a hop, and then some kind of double leg bounce.
And now, like the last tour, it was a very violent kick.
Violent kick.
Kicking.
Well, he was standing next to Shane on this, wasn't he? So
yeah.
Shane had one hell of a bruise on his shin.
Yeah.
One hell of a bruise.
Big
So-
purple bruise.
Oh, one of those old women bruises. You see in the
They
papers.
take weeks to go. They go from like purple to black to green. Yeah, and it looks vile.
So anyone standing next to any gig subsequently after this, anyone standing next to Ronan would have to wear shin pads
they must have all wore shin
to protect
pads.
themselves. You've got to take protection.
From the row kick.
Yeah.
The row leg.
Now we've been in Medina. We've been to Pavarotti and friends. We're going to take a bit of a short trip. Same year. And I can see Meatloaf.
Meatloaf.
But where are we?
I promised you Meatloaf.
Yeah, but Meatloaf, yeah. We've mentioned Meatloaf before, but why Meatloaf? What's bloody hell's going on?
We're back in Dublin.
Why?
Because the boys are at a Meatloaf concert.
Okay, well, what's that all about?
And they're
now?
singing with Meatloaf.
Okay, what they're singing?
No matter what.
What?
Again.
But you imagine this, Mikey. Going back to what we said earlier about Mikey, we know that he auditioned singing 2 out of 3 Ain't Bad
Must
by
have
Meatloaf.
been a Meatloaf fan.
Yeah, he must have been shitting himself backstage.
Oh,
Can you imagine performing with? We assume he's a big fan.
Yeah, it must
Big
have been
fan.
really scary.
Big fan of the big man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the Meatloaf gig, he's got the big sleeves, the big cuffs.
Yeah.
And the black velvet, and black velvet, and like sweating profusely, mopping his brow. And this is just Mikey. It's not Meatloaf, is it? But Mikey must have been so scared after all this. Being backstage at Pavarotti, backstage at Meatloaf concert. He needs the Imodium. He needs the Imodium, stop the shits.
You must have been worried about the head banging as well, because obviously when you're doing a bit of head banging, you've got to have long hair.
Yeah.
Meatloaf, of course, has the hair.
Yeah, very long hair, very rocker as he was.
Whereas Mikey's short back and sides.
But we've listened to Meatloaf's version of No Matter What.
Oh
Now,
my
I thought
God.
I've got this all wrong. I know that Andrew Lloyd Webber, the miserable-faced, wrinkly old boy.
No, don't.
Oh, come on.
Oh, he's all right.
Okay, but he's wrote some very great songs, great musicals. I thought that he wrote this No Matter What specifically for Boyzone, but
No, it's
I was wrong.
for a musical.
it was wrote for musical
Whistle
around
Down the Wind.
Was it Whistle Down the Wind? I don't know. It rings about that. But Meatloaf decided to record it as well. We've listened to it, and it's
not the best.
it's that because we've heard the Boyzone version so often.
He's Steo, all right.
But he's not got the high range of Steo, has he? Come on.
Yeah, but nobody can get up there where Steo gets.
No,
the voice of an angel.
No. So we've seen Meatloaf, we've seen Pavarotti. Now let's move on to the 1998 news headlines. These are the news headlines from 1998. Construction on the Millennium Dome begins, which has now been reconstructed as the O2 Arena in London. The Eurovision Song Contest is held at the NIA in Birmingham, which was won by the she-male singer Donna International.
Oh, I used to like that. Viva la di da, viva la sol.
You need a lower voice, I think.
Yeah.
The DVD format is released in the UK. This revolutionised home entertainment, but in this year, in 1998, only 6,000 copies were sold in the first 6 months.
Okay.
In sport, Arsenal equalled Manchester United's record of 2 league championship and FA Cup doubles. Arsenal managed by a man who looked like a vulture, Arsene Wenger.
Arsene Wenger.
Chelsea won the European Cup Winners' Cup final, beating German side VfB Stuttgart in the final. And in cricket, my dear Leicestershire
Here we go.
won the domestic county championship in cricket for the second time in 3 years.
Yay!
Now, births, Liverpool and England footballer Trent Alexander-Arnold
Oh?
was born this year. Trent Alexander-Arnold, bit of a mouthful. Liverpool, England, no?
Vaguely.
He was the only person in this year who was born I've ever heard of.
What? That mean no one else was born in that year?
Well, there were, but I've never heard of any of them. Deaths, Linda McCartney, the raging vegetarian, and wife of former Beatle and Wing, Paul McCartney. She died this year, very sadly.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
sad.
The Prime Minister in 1998 was the Labour liar, Tony Blair.
Yeah.
Say no more.
Everyone hates Tony Blair.
Well,
Well, I do anyway.
okay.
Tory voter.
Okay, let's keep politics out of this. We don't want to upset anyone.
Hey,
okay?
Mikey likes a bit of politics.
He does. Shafang! Music. Believe by Cher was the biggest UK selling single of 1998 and topped the charts for 7 weeks. Billie Piper also became the second...
Hang on.
Oh, God,
I
what?
ain't finished.
Oh, you're
Cher.
not? Oh, God, right, okay.
Cher. The
My God.
bionic woman.
Bionic Woman.
Literally, that woman has been rebuilt from scratch. No, she has.
I've got to do this. I've got to... No matter how hard I try, you
You've
can
been pushing me aside and I can't break through.
I just spat everything everywhere.
Back to Billie Piper.
Okay, Billie Piper also became the second youngest solo female to top, to top the singles charts at the age of just 15.
Before she married Chris Evans.
And Lawrence Fox.
And
divorced them all.
Had all them kids.
Yes, and played a prostitute in Secret Dive with Call Girl.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And in film, the highest grossing film of 1998 was Armageddon, which starred Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck, which took over $500 million, which I don't know, about 350, 400 million quid. Oh, I don't know. The exchange rate changes daily. So about $500 million, 350, 400 million quid. at the box office worldwide, and I actually thought Armageddon was a bit shit.
Yeah, it weren't the best, was it?
It's a bit of a silly film.
Yeah, he's silly.
They are your headlines for 1998. We are back. We are back in the BZ5, the black Ford Transit van.
All black, everything.
Know what I mean? There are crisp packets and cans of Bonitors everywhere over the floor. I hope I'm not over the limit.
It's right bloody mess in here.
Well, stop having a go at me. Claire, get on with it. Select where you want to go next and punch it into the keypad. I'm going to fill up with plutonium.
Okay. Time circuits on. Flux capacitor. Fluxing. Engine running. All right.
We have arrived in 2007.
We have.
Where are we? Whereabouts in the world are we?
We're on stage at Children in Need.
In London.
Yeah.
As it was then. BBC, the old television centre, sadly no longer with us. I think it's still there, but I don't think it's dead. But
They don't use it now, do they?
no, they're up in Manchester Media City.
That's it,
something
yeah.
like that. I don't like it. I always think of BBC in London.
Pebble Mill.
Pebble Mill's Birmingham. It's not like...
No, that's Nick. That's Anna Nick, isn't it?
Yeah, I drive by there because it's near where I work, one of the many places I work. I drive by there.
Sorry, I get a bit
It's some kind of
confused.
medical place now.
That's
I always think of it when I drive past. I always think of Pebble Mill.
It's Anna Nick.
Was it Anna Nick? There was somebody before that. Oh, Titmarsh. I'm not swearing. Titmarsh. Titmarsh. I thought it was Titmarsh.
No, it's Titchmarsh.
All right. Actually, literally, I'm not kidding.
Anyway, we're going off.
Yeah, we're going off a tangent again. So we are in 2007 at Children in Need. November, it must be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And we've got Terry Wogan.
Oh.
Wogie.
Love a bit of Wogie.
Wogie the wig. Wogan with the wig. Uncle Wogie. What a legend. Sadly, another one like Pebble
another
Mill.
one, sadly.
Like Pebble Mill, no
it's
longer
not
with
like
us.
Pebble
No, because he is because Wogan was a bit of a TV legend.
No, like Gabo.
Like Uncle Gabo.
Legend.
Yeah.
Absolute legend.
Legend. He is fantastic.
His Eurovision commentary was
Legendary.
absolutely legendary.
Graham Norton's took it on very well, but
Oh, he does a good
nobody
job.
will beat Wogs.
Nobody beats Wogs.
And Wogan, where he did it all, I remember when I was young, he did his interviews with on Wogan, the chat show with David Icke, fantastic, and of course a pissed up George Best, who went about screwing.
God, yeah.
That was brilliant. I remember seeing that on about screwing. Absolutely pissed up George Best was. When wasn't he really?
Well, no,
But it was brilliant. He was what a fantastic alcoholic George Best was.
Yeah, but we're not talking about George Best. We're talking about Wogie.
We're talking about Wogie. Wogie the wig.
Irishman.
Irishman as well.
Yeah.
But his wig. I think he had 3 lengths of wig. Just cut look, medium in between haircuts, and desperate need of a cut. And he switched them around over the course of maybe, 4 to 5 weeks. So he looked natural. But nobody ever saw... You were never 100%
I bet
sure.
Gabby Roslin knew all about that.
Wow. Okay, but Gabby Roslin...
She presented for many years, didn't she?
Yeah, but she wasn't on this one.
She wasn't on this one,
No.
which I find quite sad.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with Gabby Roslin.
Grew up with her? What, literally?
No. She was on the telly.
She was on the telly, right, okay.
She was always Children in Need. It was Terry Wogan.
Big Breakfast. I remember on the Big
Gabby
Breakfast with Chris
Roslin.
Evans.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Billy Piper's ex, divorced now,
we've
blah, blah,
been-
blah,
we've
blah, blah, blah,
talked-
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah, yeah.
Yeah, but she wasn't. She wasn't on this one.
No, it was Fern Cotton. And I don't like Fern Cotton. I find her false.
Yeah. You see, for
Bitch.
Christmas.
A bit of a bitch.
funny
Always
enough,
comes across a bit of a
Last
bitch.
Christmas,
Yeah.
I got Christmas present off my mum.
Right, where you going with
And
this?
it was a little tub of bubble baths and shower gels.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
it was great. I was like, I love that. I love
Right.
smellies. Everyone loves smellies at Christmas.
Okay.
And then I ran a bath and I opened them and they were from Fern Cotton's range of, like, smellies.
What?
Yeah.
I never knew
But
this.
they were all based on, like, earthy smells.
Well, like shit.
Like sandalwood, for example. Now, I don't mind the smell of sandalwood, should I say.
I don't even know what it
If
is.
you know when you stick it in, like, a burner and you light it.
Ah, like the old, what you call it, joss sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in the bath,
Yeah.
it's not for me.
No.
And when you're having a bit of a bath, you want, like, a fruity, smell.
You do. But
Rose, lavender.
I don't.
Yeah.
I think we'll find that Phone Con actually hasn't chosen these smells. She probably hasn't got a bleeding clue.
But I just found it a bit. Yeah, it's not for me.
Just puts a name to it.
Yeah, but I don't
Like George
it.
Foreman does to the grill.
I don't want to go in the bath and come out stinking of sandalwood.
What's sandalwood smell like?
It's a bit woody.
Well, obviously sandalwood, but sandals smell like. Does it smell like sandals?
No.
Okay.
Sandals smell like feet.
But anyway,
we're
let's
going
go. We're
raft
on about
topic.
Wogie the Wig. We're on about Fern Cotton.
Yeah.
We are at Children in Need.
Yes, we are.
Raising money
Yes,
for
yes,
fantastic
yes,
causes,
yes.
raising 20 million quid or whatever.
And the boys
Yeah.
had got back together after a huge hiatus.
Yes.
It was their first performance back together.
Okay. What do they sing?
No, hang on. Let me tell a story.
Go
There'd
on.
been a lot of rumours that they'd fallen out.
Yep.
All this, that and the other.
Okay.
But they dispelled that.
Yep.
And they got back together.
Okay.
And it was amazing.
So what did they sing that night?
It's amazing. Just look at them. They've got the smart suits.
Ah, you've more grown up, sophisticated look.
Smart
Yeah.
suits, grey suits.
And Keith had his teeth. Were the teeth there? Please tell me the teeth.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm not sure.
Oh, were the teeth there? We don't know. I don't know.
But the grey suits. Row.
Yeah, so there were no
Row
nipples.
had his long hair.
Yeah.
He had a tash and a bit of a beard going on.
Oh, a bit grungy.
Very mature.
Yeah, but the suits were there, so you got Shen and Keith. There were no nipples hanging
No,
out.
no, waistcoats covering. There was many layers.
Yeah.
Shirts, waistcoats,
Very grown
suits.
up. Very grown up. But,
And they did a
but no
medley.
nipples.
No nipples.
No.
Medley.
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 So what was it? So we had a medley. It must have been great. I don't remember this. It's great to watch this. It's great to be here at this point
Yeah,
of time
because
to see when they come
they're
back with a
back.
bang, an absolute bang, right on prime time telly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because children need this is prime time. This gets more viewing figures than anything. This gets more viewing figures than Den and Angie on EastEnders when he says the divorce papers on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever that was.
Oh,
that
no,
was
this,
about 20
this was
million people.
fantastic. For any Boyzone fan, this is what you want to say.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic to see them back together after they've been on a hiatus.
Performing so well, like they've never, ever.
But they still had that
apart.
bond. They still had that bond.
Always had that bond and always will have that bond.
And they were buttoned up with nothing, no chest showing.
No.
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 I'm getting upset. No braces, no dungarees, no flapping cuffs, no mopping the sweat off the brow.
And of course,
Yeah.
rumours followed this performance.
Okay.
About whether they were going to tour,
Right.
whether they were going to record an album.
Okay. Got everyone's
Whether
juices
that was
flowing.
it. They were just, that was it. It all started.
Okay.
And then we know what followed.
Yes, exactly. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yep.
Now we move on to news headlines for 2007.
Boys on back in time.
Here are your news headlines for 2007. Protests are held in the UK and India against the current series of Celebrity Big Brother, where Jay Goody, Danielle Lloyd and S Club 7's Joe O'Meara allegedly racially abused Bollywood star Shilpa Shetty. Camp pop four-piece Scooch controversially won the right to represent the UK at the upcoming Eurovision Song Contest in Helsinki in Finland after Terry Wogan announced the wrong winner live on TV and had to backtrack Wogan the wig again.
Oh dear, Wiggy Wogan.
Scooch eventually finished second last in the competition, which is pretty embarrassing.
It weren't the best, was it?
No. Now, Tony Blair stepped down as Prime Minister and was replaced by Gordon Brown, who had the task of mopping up Tony Blair's dreadful mess.
Another bloody idiot.
In sport, the revamped and rebuilt Wembley Stadium officially opened in 2007, 6 years after work began to replace the old Wembley, which was devastating.
Yeah.
The Twin Towers, the whole look of the old Wembley, I loved it. I've been there many a time.
Twin Tower, it was all about Twin Towers.
It was, and they got rid of them. They should have kept them. Why didn't they keep them?
I've been to the old Wembley.
I have too, many
and
times.
It was fantastic.
You've been to the new one and all?
Yeah, I've been to the new one once.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, but it's not a patch on the old one.
Okay. The miserable Italian Fabio Capello was appointed as the England football team manager in this year. Also in sports, the English cricket team lost the Ashes series in a 5-0 total series defeat in Australia, which is called a whitewash. This is the first time this has happened since 1921.
Well, that was good.
Well, it wasn't. Births. Nobody famous was born in this year. Bear in mind that there'd only be 12 or 13 now. It's not hardly surprising, is it?
No. Oh.
Deaths.
Ah, we all like a death.
Okay. Magnus Magnusson.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry.
I love reading the obituaries in the local paper.
Okay, you would though, wouldn't you?
What do you mean?
Okay, no, it's just weird, isn't it?
No, it's great.
Okay. Magnus Magnusson, the Icelandic legend, the original host of Mastermind. I'll start it so I'll finish. He died in 2007.
Legend.
Legend. Replaced by John Humphreys, who's not as good.
No, I like John Humphreys.
He's not as good.
He's no Magnus.
Magnus had that aura about him, didn't he? John Inman, the outrageously camp Mr. Humphreys in BBC's Are You Being Served? He died this year as well. I'm free!
My mum, she loves that. One of her favourites, Are You Being Served? I'm free!
In music, the X Factor's Leona Lewis had the biggest selling single of 2007 with Bleeding Love. Leona! There's me, Louis.
Louis again.
Yeah. But Rihanna's single Umbrella was number one for 10 weeks though. But it wasn't the biggest selling single. Weird that, isn't it?
It's very catchy though. Umbrella, under my umbrella, Ella.
In film, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End was the highest grossing movie in the world this year. It took just shy of $1 billion, which is about 800 million quid to you and me.
No.
It took out the box office worldwide, but it just squeezed out Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix into second place.
Oh, I prefer the books myself.
I've not read all the books. I've not seen all the films. I've seen about 5 of them. I like them. I know they're popular. I like them, don't love them.
No.
But they're good entertainment.
Yeah, I think the books are better, but it's great. It's popular, isn't it?
Yes. And they are your news headlines for 2007.
See if you bastards can do 90.
That is it. We've completed our journey through time. Don't forget, if you want to see more of this kind of nonsense...
We do normal stuff too.
Well, we do. Head over to Facebook, search Boyzone Thank You for the Memories, request to join. We'll accept you, as long as you're a Boyzone fan, of course. Don't forget, over on Insta and Twitter, we are known as Boyzone M. Give us a follow, and if you want to subscribe to this podcast, click the subscribe button wherever you're following us, wherever you listen to us, then you won't miss an episode. But now we have to head back to 2020.
Oh, well, I don't want to go. I want to stay in the 90s and look at nipples.
Do we have to look at them?
Yes!
Unfortunately, we have to go back. For you, unfortunately, we have to go back to 2020. We've got kids to feed. We've got kids to look after.
Oh, they can fend for themselves for a
No,
bit.
no, I've got to be responsible here, Claire.
Okay.
Let me fill up with plutonium. This has been Boyzone Back in Time. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey.
So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
Boyzone, thank you for the memories
podcast.
with Claire and Chris.